One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Purdue's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. This time on target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haas. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Taylor has it. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give is to Taylor. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, you always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one, but this year that position's got to play well.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They boot it away. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the grab. It's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Rebels are marching down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over South Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC.
Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. It's complete. Can't get him to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll leave it with him. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs through a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Simmons. Nice move to pick up yardage. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And they can't make the play on third down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Caught in the backfield. It's right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Scanning the field is Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he
snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Taylor has it. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Working the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Reads it, fires complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give is to Taylor. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Haas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Ray. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Under fire. Unloads it left. Makes a grab in the open. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They booted away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's high. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle, it's right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. To the air, it's Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 72 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Might as well stick with him. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for room. It's McCoby. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Breaks into the open. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The play action fake. There's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And some room to work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move the tight end. The give is to Taylor. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the gun. Spins away from the defense. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They want that clock to run. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Here's a throw downfield late. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you
The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. Last season, the Rebels missed opportunity after opportunity to deliver the knockout blow, a game that they never trailed until the final play when Garrett Nussmeier threw an overtime touchdown pass and sent Tiger Stadium into pandemonium.
And one of the things I remember most about that game, David, was just how LSU got after Jackson Dart. Their defense in the pass rush was enormous in that game. They had 6 sacks. That's going to be a big factor for them again in this one, David, trying to disrupt the quarterback's whip.
And you know what every hotty-toddy fan remembers? That this game kept them out of the playoffs. So there's even more passion for this rivalry because they cost them something a year ago. Time to get some payback today.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good, easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Ole Miss offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like, cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Gives it to the back on the draw. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. From the gun, running back on the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires on the move. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Surging forward on the sneak. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got
a shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Taylor has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. They bring him one down, but the big play will move the sticks. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Hard running there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. And it'll be downed right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Hand off from the shotgun. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. On the run, it's Durham. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The give on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Breaks the tackle. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Finds his man. It's Ray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line, it's Stribling. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Simmons. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Keeps it going. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Rebels will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Lost to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Sets up the screen. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. LSU right back to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They came out hot on this drive, 1 play and already near midfield. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Stribling.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Fires to the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Durham. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a huge play. Finds a man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They want to run it left here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's dribbling. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Bill Dawson. He breaks a tackle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. On the ground with the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. Got it behind the line. It's Stribling. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The screen, and watch out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Nothing has worked on the first two drives, a pair of 3-and-outs, and let's see what kind of twist they come up with this time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. It's complete to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons.
They're up by 15 over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a move.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to really... Oh.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Safe little shovel pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Powers and runs through another guy. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Callaway. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the 1st down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Punt is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Taylor has it. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pride. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. What a cut! Now he's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Lee. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The give from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wallace. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Taylor. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The give is to Taylor. Shakes off the defender. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Runs for the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Fights off a defender. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Simmons. The screen, he can go. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Fighting off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Taylor has it. Hard running there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Wallace. Across the 25. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another one. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. pound the football straight ahead, get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Williams. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Callaway.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on first down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. New Mexico State lines up quickly. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They punted away on fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the catch. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's still got more. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They want to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets away. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Breaks the tackle.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that with those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. It's very brave play there by the slot receiver.
He'll keep it himself. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Callaway. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. It's caught. Plows through the defense. Knocked down for the tackle. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He breaks a tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Taylor. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Haas. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. Just another week in the big...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Taylor has it. Makes a man miss. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Grab near the marker. It's Stribling. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Can't get him to the ground. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the fullback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Handoff from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice move to keep running. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.